The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and He has anointed me to preach the good news to the meek. Welcome to your favorite channel. Today, we'll be talking about Reflection 36, and we'll be taking our reflection from the book of Matthew, chapter 17. We use the framework that we normally use. We start with descriptions. In this passage, Jesus led Peter, James, and John to a mountain where he undergoes a transfiguration. His face gleaming like a sun, and his garment turning as white as light. Moses and Elijah appear, and Peter suggests building 3 tabernacles. A bright cloud overshadowed them, and God's voice declared Jesus as his beloved Son. The disciples were terrified, but Jesus reassured them not to fear. Later, a man approaches Jesus seeking healing for his epileptic son, whom the disciple couldn't cure. Jesus rebuked them for their lack of faith and healed the boy. The chapter was capped with Jesus predicting his betrayal and death, and Peter being sent to find money in a fish mouth to pay a temple tax. Jesus also identified Elijah as John the Baptist. How do I feel? The Transfiguration is a profound moment revealing Jesus' divine nature, which must have overwhelmed Peter, James, and John. There is also a feeling of inadequacy and frustrations from the disciples when they failed to heal the boy, contrasting with Jesus' gentle yet corrective response. The sorrow and fear from the disciples hearing about Jesus' death, coupled with the miraculous provisions of the money through a fish, getting money from the stir a feeling of soberness and wonder. The tension between disciples' human limitation and Christ's divine authority was evidently clear. Evaluation. The positive aspects of this include clear revelations of Jesus' divine nature by transfiguration, reinforcing the disciples' understanding of his mission. The voice from the cloud reaffirmed Jesus as the chosen one to follow. Jesus' healings of the epileptic boy demonstrate his compassion and power, teaching the importance of faith. However, the disciples' inability to heal the boy reflects their struggle with faith and reliance on their own strength. Jesus' predictions of his death bring sorrow and also reveal his determination to fulfill God's plan. Finally, the temple tax episode shows Jesus' respect for societal norms and also his humility, even though he is a son of God and is above all this obligation. Let's go to analysis. The Transfiguration is a turning point, offering a glimpse of Jesus' heavenly glory and foreshadowing of his resurrection. The presence of Moses and Elijah symbolizes the fulfillment of the law and prophet in Jesus. So we are to do away with them. They are finally done away with. Then we now say Peter reaction through well-meaning indicates a misunderstanding of the event's significance, seeking to hold on to the moment rather than understanding the spiritual depth. The healings of the epileptic boy and Jesus' teaching on faith highlight true spiritual power that it comes through deep trust in God, prayer, and fasting. The disciples' failure suggests that ministries without faith or reliance on God's strength is ineffective. The tax miracle further illustrates Jesus' humility and divine authority over creation. Conclusion. This passage teaches the importance of faith, prayer, and dependence on God for spiritual success. Jesus' transfiguration shows his divine nature while his compassion in healing the boy and paying the temple tax emphasize his humility. The disciples' struggles with understanding and faith serves as a reminder of human tendency to rely on our own strength rather than on God. Jesus' consistency points this out to them and to us, and back to faith and trust in God always. Action plan. What will I do? What will you do? Going forward, the application of this reflection involve cultivating a deeper prayer life and reliance on God. This includes seeking to increase faith, even in a situation where it is overcoming and it seems beyond human control. Prayer and fastings can become more central to personal spiritual practices, remembering that true power in ministry and daily life comes through deep communion with God, and also approaching society obligation with humility, as Jesus did, can help in balancing faith with practical life. What will you do? Today, reflection challenge us to grow in faith, humility, and dependence on God. Till I see you again, I remain Abiodun-Alli. Like, share, hallelujah.